Okay, here is your lower back and lower body release class. The only thing you'll need for today is a mat for the ground, because we will be getting on the ground, a bolster or a pillow if you have it for some additional support, and that's it. So let's start by setting our intention for today's class. Take a breath in and a breath out. And imagine that your body is a living being that understands the things that you tell it, because that's what it is. Every single one of your cells can hear the thoughts that you say to yourself, but even more powerfully, it hears the words that you speak to yourself. Your voice holds a very powerful vibration. So begin by taking a little bit of an evaluation of your body, noticing where you're feeling pressure or tension. Do you feel a certain emotion, like anxiousness, maybe some grief or anger? And just allow them to be here. And then choose an intention by imagining how you are going to feel after this class. Maybe you want to feel more free in your body, more energy, more relaxed, more stable. And throughout our class today, take it as an opportunity to both assist your body in letting go of tension and stress and old emotions that you don't need to hold on to anymore, and a listening opportunity to hear what your body is asking of you, because usually it sends pain and restriction as a signal. It's trying to communicate. So as we are diving into that discomfort, we're going to learn to sit with that discomfort, breathe through the discomfort, and hear the discomfort in a new way. So grab that intention. We're going to start with a couple of full body maneuvers just to get everything open. We'll start with our first maneuver called Totally Twisted. Right leg crosses over left. Your option here is to step out just a little bit wider for stability and balance. Square your hips off to the front and begin by squeezing your pelvic floor. So squeeze your sex organs and imagine there's a string from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone, and somebody's pulling it up. So belly button comes into spine. Feel how strong and stable that makes you. Right arm comes underneath left armpit, left arm crosses over right. Now thread your right hand through that hole you've created. We're starting with something called palate swipe. You're gonna swipe from right to left across the roof of your mouth with as much force as you can. You can also use your head to push against that swipe. Inhaling as you swipe, exhaling as you release, 6 times. Thumb in the mouth, inhale, swipe. Exhale, release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. Beautiful. Bring that right hand back underneath that left armpit. Look over to your left, twist your body to the right. 3-stage breath. So take 1/3 of a breath in, 2/3, full capacity. Hold, twist deeper, and exhale. Again, inhale through the mouth. 2, 3, hold, twist deeper, exhale. Pull the shoulders down the back, squeeze that pelvic floor. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold, twist deeper, and exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe in that intention. Exhale, stress. 6 times. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. 3 more. In and out. Twisting deeper on each exhale. In and out. Shine those hips forward. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hold what you got. Come back to center. Now look over that right shoulder and twist the body to the left. Shine those hips forward. 3-stage breath. Inhale. More. More. Hold. Twist deeper. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Hold. Twist deeper. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. 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 Hold. Twist deeper. Exhale. We'll check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're over your hips. If you need to bend your knees slightly to bring your body upwards, that's totally fine. In through the nose, out through the mouth 6 times. Connect back in with that intention. Last one. Slowly come back to center. Separate the feet. Give yourself some figure 8s in the hips. Notice the differences. It's going to feel a little bit imbalanced, like I feel a lot more movement in my right hip than I do my left right now. That's totally okay. You may notice a little pressure going into the head. Tingling in the hands and the feet. We're getting a lot of blood flow and fluid flow going. Let's move to the other side. Left leg crosses over right this time. Again, take the modification that works for you for your balance and your range of motion. Like you have 2 headlights on your hips, shine them towards the camera. Now your left arm comes underneath the right armpit. Right arm crosses over left. Roll the shoulders down the back. Stand up nice and tall. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Look over the left shoulder. Twist your body to the right. 3-stage breath. Inhale. More. More. Hold. Twist deeper. And exhale. Again, inhale. More. More. Hold, twist deeper, and exhale. Inhale. More. More. Can you hear my stomach? Hold, twist deeper, and exhale. Let's take 3 mouth breaths this time. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. And 3 nose breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Notice how that changes the heat in the body. Look over your right shoulder. Twist your body to the left. Square your hips off to the front. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Stand up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down the back. 3-stage breath. In through the mouth. More. More. Hold. Twist deeper. Exhale. Again. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale. 3 mouth breaths with 4s. Three nose breaths. slowly come back to center. Separate those feet. Notice the pressure changes. Your digestive system might be going a little bit faster, feeling more heat stir up in the body. Just notice and feel what feels heavier, what feels lighter, what feels tight. I promise we'll get to whatever feels tight. Okay. The next one we'll do is called anti-gravity. It's really, really powerful. Interlace your hands behind your neck, and you're gonna grab your neck skin. So like you're pulling the skin from your neck off of your back. Begin by looking up towards the sky. Separate your feet so that you can get down into your lowest squat. Look up to the sky. 3 breaths in through the mouth. Expanding the diaphragm, squeeze the pelvic floor. 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Close the elbows around the ears, look down to the ground, keep the legs straight. Take a big breath in and hold. Then look over to the right, open up the elbow, and exhale back to center. Keep pulling on that skin, big breath in, hold, look over to the left, open up that elbow, exhale back to center. 2 more times each side. Inhale, hold, look right, nice and slow. Exhale, center. Inhale, hold, look left. Move slow and controlled here. Exhale back to center. 1 more time, inhale. Hold, look right. Exhale, center. Inhale, hold, look left. Exhale, center. Now open up your elbows wide, sit your hips back to sit into a squat, not a super deep squat, and as best as you can, look forward towards the camera. Pull on that neck skin, same breathing pattern. Inhale, hold, slowly turn right, elbows wide. Exhale, center. Inhale, hold, slowly look left. Exhale, center. Inhale, hold, look right. Exhale, center. Inhale, hold, look left. Come back to center. Last time, inhale, hold, look right. Exhale, center. Inhale, look left. Exhale, center. Close the elbows even more. Curl into a tiny ball, getting into your deepest squat. 3 breaths in through the mouth. It's okay if you can't get all the way down to the ground. Just go as low as you can, rounding your back. Keep pulling on that skin. Now inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. I know it's uncomfortable. This won't last forever. We are learning to be at peace in the discomfort. Keep everything where it is, but lift your booty to the sky. So you're hinging forward in a forward fold. Keep that tension on the skin behind the neck. Take a few breaths here. Letting gravity do the work. Remember that intention. Breathing out stress and worry. Inhale that intention as you slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Ending in our starting position, looking up to the sky. Take 2 breaths. We'll make it 3 breaths. And quick release the hands. Feel all that spinal fluid rushing to the head. You may notice some adjustments in the low back. I sure did. Give yourself some figure 8 sways. Ooh. The biggest mistake people make with these maneuvers is they try to move too fast. These are not powerlifting moves. They're not high intensity interval training moves. Your fascia responds to slowness because it requires safety to release. So repeating I am safe in this moment is often very helpful for people to get much deeper in the release. All right, we're moving to something called pullover for our low back. So we're going to release this entire chain down the back by grabbing the outside of the shoulder here. So not like this. You don't want your elbow across in front of you. You want it up and over, but we're not grabbing our trap. So we're not doing neck. We're grabbing our arm. Like you're trying to lift your arm from the back. Really grab that meaty part. Then wrap your left hand across your right rib cage and pull that rib cage forward. You can feel the skin. We're gonna open up the lungs like crazy here. I'm gonna turn to the side because I'm gonna look at the camera. We're looking over that left shoulder. Keep the knees nice and straight, feet are hip distance. Lift the shoulder up to the sky as you lean your body to the right. Looking over that shoulder. Take 3 breaths in through the mouth. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Slight bend through the knees, lift the shoulder higher, 3 more breaths. Now draw a rainbow. Left shoulder comes to that right knee, sitting in a squat. So booty is back, we're in a squat. That left side body is super open. Look over that left shoulder. Take 6 big breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Pull that left hip away. Pull that left shoulder out. Now grab that right rib cage. Inhale to rise. Slowly unwind. Whew. Shake out those arms. Do your figure 8 sway. Letting your body integrate that change. Whew. You can also swing your arms side to side. That feels good. Always feels good to me. Whew. Okay. Let's move to the other side. So left hand now comes to that right shoulder. Pull that shoulder up like you're lifting it up like it's a dead arm. Cross that right arm to the left rib cage. Look over that right shoulder. Pull the shoulder up with the left hand as you lean your body to the left. Squeeze your pelvic floor again. Keep your hips nice and heavy. 3 breaths through the mouth. Bend the knees slightly. Experiment with pulling that right hand on that rib cage. See how that changes things. 3 big breaths. Now rainbow that right shoulder to that left knee as you squat down. Pull that right hip back in space. Keep looking over that right shoulder. 6 big breaths through the mouth. Inhale to rise. Slowly release. Whew. Shake out the arms. Do some figure 8 sways. Big breaths. Take this moment to notice the sensations in your body. we're about to come to the hardest move of class, but we're gonna prepare our hips to begin opening. So take your hands to this bottom corner of your hip, so right inside of the hip, right before the bladder. Actually, we'll grab both, so on the right side and grab your bladder. So we're here and we're here, and we'll pull up, so push in on the skin and pull up. Step your right foot back in space. Drop that heel to the ground, chest comes up towards the sky. Feel that stretch there. I know it's hard on the hands. You'll gain more strength over time. Big breaths here into the psoas. Shift those hips forward. 6 breaths. Release. We're going to do this one again on the ground. We're just warming it up right now. Moving to the left side. Right hand now comes to the bladder. Left hand just comes to the left of the bladder. Push in on the skin, pull up, step that left foot back, tuck the hips under, chest up towards the sky, push into that hip, 6 breaths. Beautiful. Shake it out. Notice the warmth starting in this area. This is where we're targeting. If we have low back issues, it's often because our hamstrings are really tight from sitting. The whole back chain really gets tight on our legs all the way down to our heels, but also this spot gets all wound up. So we're opening that up right now. Right foot comes to a T, left foot stays straight forward. Step that foot out 2 to 3 feet. I like a little bit closer, but the wider it is, the easier it is. The closer it is, the harder it is. Square your hips over that right foot. So this is kind of like warrior 2, I think, in yoga. Left arm comes out in front of you. Right hand comes to the booty, right? Look over that left shoulder. So you're looking down towards the ground. Your nose is directly over that shoulder. Start to lean, keeping your legs super straight into that right hand. Lean, 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 until you feel that stretch on the outside of that right leg, right? Now hug yourself with your left hand. Right arm bends, shoots up the back as best as you can. Sometimes we start here, that's okay. We're just inching our way to a fuller expression. So push. We're here. Now bend both knees and squat down. Push that right knee out, push that left knee out. Engaging the glutes, twisting the body. Big breaths, 6 breaths. Slowly rise, standing up from the legs. Unwind the body. Right foot comes forward. Walk the feet in. Give yourself just a moment to feel a lightheadedness. All the pressure moves up into the head when we do that one. Coming out of the legs, up into the head. Now tee up that left foot. Step it out 2 to 3 feet. Square your hips out over that left leg. Right arm comes out this time, left hand to the booty cheek, nose over that right shoulder. Begin to lean straight legs, pushing your booty into your hand until you feel that IT band stretch. Hug yourself with your right hand on that left shoulder. Left hand comes up behind the back. Look over that right shoulder even more. Squat yourself down. Push that right knee out, push that left knee out. 6 big breaths. you're shaking in this one. Slowly rise. Shaking is good. It's muscle activation, but also nervous system regulation. Give yourself a nice sway, and then we'll move down to the ground. Okay, we're coming down to the ground as promised to get a little bit deeper into that psoas and then into the low back as well. So shoot your left leg forward. We'll work on that right side first. Right hand comes to that lower corner. I like to be on my skin for better grip. Square off your knees and your feet as best as you can. Left arm this time is going to come to the left trap. Pull it, push in on the skin, pull up, and then hinge the hips forward. Leaning the upper body back, and then lean to the left this time. Really push into that left leg. Engage your glutes, engage your pelvic floor. We don't want to strain the low back, so back off a little bit if you're feeling any pinching or pain. Good, push into that left leg to come off the right. Switch out sides. Knees down, shoot that right leg forward this time, your knees at a 90-degree angle. Reach down with that left hand to that psoas, push into the skin, pull up. Right arm comes to the trap. Begin to lean into that stretch, squeeze the pelvic floor, activate your glutes, push into that right heel. There it is. Look up to the sky, then lean to the left. Look over that left shoulder, big breaths. And release. Nice work. Very nice work. Okay, before we come down to the ground, we'll do one more for the inner thighs. So your right leg comes out similar like we did in pretzel squats. So your left knee is facing forward, your right knee is facing out. This time we're gonna grab underneath that right leg, grabbing all the muscle, all the skin, and with a straight left arm, pull that like you're twisting your thigh outwards. With your right hand, push and assist your left hand. Now lean into the knee, lunging. Hinge forward if you can until you feel that tension. Look over that left shoulder, 6 big breaths. This is what it looks like. Leaning, leaning, leaning. To assist yourself out, left hand comes down to the ground to push yourself out. Take a moment, come to the knees. You can do a figure 8 sway with the arms if you want, or just listen. That one can really get the heart rate up. Notice the warmth, where you feel it. And imagine that warmth is a healing white light. And repeat your intention. Repeat an affirmation that feels resonant right now. And we'll move to the other side. So standing up on the knees, I'm going to try my best to show you what this looks like. Left knee comes out, your left toes are facing out to the left. With your right hand, grab underneath the thigh. Right hand braces on top of the thigh, pushing the muscle out as you're pulling the muscle up and under with your right hand. Lean into that lunge. It's okay if your knee goes over your toe. Look over that right shoulder and start to hinge forward. Oh, just got a crack in my hip. Big breaths here. Activate your pelvic floor, see how that changes things. I know it's hard. You can do hard things. You are safe in this moment. And come back up to center, using your right hand to assist you if you need it. And come down to the knees. Whew. Notice where you feel the changes. We'll do a little bit of mobility for the ankles before we come onto our back. Sitting on your feet with your toes tucked under. We're just gonna lift one knee at a time, kind of twisting them outwards on the tops of those feet. You're gonna feel a nice release on the tops of those feet. This is where the pillow or the bolster can come in handy. If it's too much pressure on your ankles right now, you can sit on that bolster or that pillow and do the same movement. I like to kind of have it, like that. Just going side to side. You can also brace yourself on 2 weights or yoga blocks for a little bit of balance, weight assist. Okay, now staying on that right side, lift that right knee up, keeping the toes curled under. Grab the ankle with your left hand, kind of grab it underneath, and then twist the skin outwards. That's what it looks like from the side. Twisting outwards. Roll the shoulders back. Find your point of tension. So I like to open my knee slightly. I like to even grab my knee here. Chest comes forward. Look over that left shoulder. 6 big breaths. Good, release. Moving to the other side, lift that left knee up, keeping the left toes tucked under. Grab that left ankle with that left hand. Like your fingers are on the inside of the ankle, you're pulling the inside of the ankle outwards. I like to hold onto my knee for a little bit of balance. Shine that chest forward, look over the right shoulder. 6 big breaths. I lied. We're going to do one more movement before we hit the ground. Bring your pillow underneath you, or you can stay sitting on your feet if they're not falling asleep. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over, tuck the hips under, feel that big stretch. Now with your right hand, bring it to your hip, or bring it to your side body, and pull the skin down. Pinning it on your hip. Look over that right shoulder and breathe 6 breaths. You'll feel that lung open. Pushing down against that hip bone, pushing the skin down towards that hip bone. And rise. Same thing other side. Right hand comes down to the ground. Just start by lifting that left elbow up, feeling that stretch all the way down the rib cage. Gazing up towards the sky. Now bring this left hand to the side body. Push that skin down and pin it against your hip bone. You can push into that right hand, giving your heart more space. 6 big breaths. Slowly rise. Use your right hand to assist. Remove the bolster. We're coming down to our back. We're doing something called hip release, and it's similar to stretches you've done before, but we are really aiming for our inner thighs and our groin on this one, so your positioning does matter. So begin by laying your head down against the ground. Your feet are just on the ground right now. Cross your right leg over your left in a ladylike position. We don't want any space in between the legs. Now squeeze the pelvic floor and push the low back into the ground, belly button towards the ground. Maintaining your back against the ground as best as you can. Bring your knees up towards your chest, and you're reaching for your ankles or your calves. And if you can twist the skin here, it's going to be even better. Try not to let your hips come off the ground. Push that tailbone down towards the ground. Now lift your heels up to be in line with your knees. It's going to feel like a completely different sensation. Pull the ankles outwards, and then try to pull the ankles towards your ears. Now play with your head position. See which direction you want to look. I want to look over to the right. You may feel a burning sensation kind of around your bladder area. That's okay. That's your psoas. Breathe into the discomfort. 6 big breaths. Push that tailbone into the ground. Pull on those legs. Release the feet. Keep the legs as they are. Rock and roll yourself to a seated position. We're now what's called cow face pose. Your feet are still in line with the knees. Try to bring both hips down to the ground as best as you can. Getting in that position. Right arm comes underneath the left shoulder. Left arm crosses over the right leg, totally twisted. Twist your body to the right, look over to the left. Hinge forward. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Come back up. You can also play with the foot position here. Some people like to bring their heels closer to their hips like this. I find a lot more opening with my feet further away, so it's up to you. Right arm is underneath left. Look over to the right this time. Twist your body to the left and hinge forward. Resting your elbows or bracing your elbows against your leg. 6 big breaths. Beautiful release. Uncross your legs. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Feel the flush of fluid to your inner thighs and your groin. Low back tension can come from the pelvic floor, and that's what we're targeting with this one, the hips and the pelvic floor. Go ahead and lay on your back again. Left leg crosses over right, making sure there's no space in between the legs. Tuck that tailbone, push the belly button towards the ground, trying to keep your entire spine or your lower spine on the ground because we do end up lifting our head. Now bring your knees into your chest, reach for your ankles or your calves as low as you can go. Immediately push that tailbone back towards the ground. Lift the heels up to be in line with the knees. pull the ankles out and away, and then pull the feet towards the ears. Push the hips down into the ground again. Play with the head position. Choose a side where you feel the most tension. And 6 big breaths. Your legs are somewhat active here. You're pushing that tailbone down towards the ground. Sometimes I even push my top leg into my bottom leg for more pressure build. Last breath. Release the hands. Rock and roll yourself to a seated position. I'm going to keep my ankles in line with my knees, so further away from my body. Both hips are on the ground. Cross your left arm underneath your right. Right arm crosses over left. Twist your body to the right. Look over to the left. Hinge forward. 6 big breaths. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Come back to center. Look over your right shoulder this time. Twist your body to the left. Hinge forward. Flat back if you can. Brace your elbows against your knees. 6 big breaths. Beautiful. We have one more move after this, but I do want to address the head before we finish on the ground. Grabbing your ears with both hands, we're just going to pull the ears up and back and pin them back. Big breaths here. Move around organically. Looking up, looking down, going in circles or figure eights. Open the mouth 3 times. Good. Roll out that neck. Grab your pillow again, or your bolster. Long ways this time. We're going to rest our low back on it. You can either keep your knees bent here, tuck the hips under, kind of put your booty meat down so that you feel the distraction or the lengthening on the low back. For more pressure, you can extend the legs here. You'll feel a nice big opening here. We'll do a belly button torque. So with your right hand, top of the hand is facing down. Palm is facing towards your face. Push into your belly button with your fingers. Twist the skin to the right. Big breaths. And we'll finish with that intention here. The belly button is a really powerful place to program our body. It's our connection to life. You can feel your heartbeat here usually. And as you hold this on the belly button, begin to speak to whatever pain you feel in the body, whatever pressure. Tell that space you no longer need to send pain signals. I am listening. What do you need to tell me, pain? What do you need me to do? I'm ready to let go of this pain now. I am safe. I am healed. Slowly release the belly button. Take a few moments here. And can you trust what your body just told you? Even if it tells you nothing, it's telling you something. Maybe your body's not ready to speak because you've spent a lot of years not listening. We are developing a new relationship to our body. And the more you speak to your body, the more it will speak back clearly, compassionately, and you'll begin to foster a positive relationship with it. Your body is the best doctor in the room. Your body does love you unconditionally, and it's always doing its very best to not only keep you alive, but to help you thrive. When we don't listen to the body, its main job becomes survival, because we're constantly ignoring what it's telling us to give us what we need. When we can get it out of survival with fascial maneuvers and nervous system, and also building that relationship and trust to listen, it can get us out of survival and into thriving. I hope you enjoyed that class and your low back feels better. See you next time.